Today's destination is Ocuilan de Arteaga. This is in Estado de Mexico. I said to Eric, this is our first hike in Estado de Mexico, and then realized it's also our first hike outside of Morelos state. All the ones we've done for these years have been in Morelos. This is in Estado de Mexico. Though not that far from my house, it only took us 10 or 12 minutes from my house to cross into Estado de Mexico territory. We got a lot of corn over here. This is big rattlesnake country. There are a lot of rattlesnakes around here. You see in the village there are signs and murals and paintings. It's quite cool. A little bit chilly this morning, probably only 10 or 12 degrees. Pretty cloudy, as it's been for the last couple of weeks. Around here, a lot of rain. And this hike we're doing today is supposed to be 16 and a half, close to 17 kilometers. If we end up doing everything right, it'll end up being a pretty long one, pretty far. So here we go. And we're up high already. We're at 2,330 meters to start. And we're going to go up higher.
Yeah, I got my camera, but I forgot my belt.
Oh.
So it's a bit annoying. Need to carry it around.
This is the end point of a tirolesa, a zip line that goes, or that comes from really, really far. Up there, I don't know if the camera can see it, but there's another one of these, the white thing that I just showed. Right around up there. It's a long one. Beautiful view here. This big canyon. This is different than anything we see in Morelos. You get great views there, but the canyons and mountains are, well, canyons are much deeper. And there was another white tirolesa thing, zipline thing that was lower. So I would imagine there's a second one, unless they just changed it. It seems we're going to have a good view here. Here's the other zip line. Yeah, I see the lower zip line right somewhere over here. That is the end point. So I guess you start over there at this one and come across over here. And then that's the other zip line beginning here, and it goes down there. I think I'm pointing at it. Holy shit, look at this bridge. This is made of sticks. This is not even planks or logs. These are sticks. Oh, it's swinging and rocking. Oh, I gotta stop for a second. Oh, it's really bouncing. Ah, that was pretty cool.
So from here we turn back again.
We crossed the bridge and there's nothing on the other side, so now we're going to go back. I let Eric go across first. That was a little bit too bumpy, too rough with two people on the bridge at the same time. It's like a video game. All right. So we're going back from whence we came. So we finished, I guess, what we would consider the first part. And now we're in, still in the same area, but we came back. I think it took about maybe close to 2 hours. We kind of did all the stuff that was previously in the video and came back in the same way. And now we're not all the way back from where we started, but maybe halfway back. And now we've gone in a different direction, very different views, and everything looks different around here. The other one was more forest and canyons and gorges, and this is more like fields, as I just showed. I don't want to go behind him. Well, let's try in front. Couple of big bulls there. A couple of dogs. Some roosters. Over here we got a field full of sheep. I guess they all got the vaccine because they're sheep, right?
Those are sheep, and I see goats as well.
Yeah, I see mostly sheep. Yeah, some goats too, and one dog right here. Oh, this dog is running over here. Not sure if we're going the right way. Eric is turning around. Yeah. Oh, hey, easy, buddy. Yeah. Seems we went the wrong way. I think we have to go this way. Yep. My people call it maze.
Yeah, I like this walk.
There's another horse up here. I think it's been maybe close to an hour, maybe more, since I've taken a video. It's been a nice walk, just not too much to see. And now we're in this open area. Our destination is a big waterfall. And we haven't seen one single person all day. We've seen some farmers in fields from a distance, but haven't seen one single solitary person. Seems we're going back into the forest now for the first time in several hours. That beep was 2 o'clock. We started at 10:15. 3 hours and 15 minutes so far. We're good?
Yeah, we're good. I'm just trying to see what these guys are doing. That looks like a big loop. That doesn't. I think here we cross. Let's have a look.
As mentioned, our final destination is a waterfall And I guess we're going in the right direction because this little river, I guess it's a stream, a brook, a creek. I'm not sure what it is, but this running water, we're walking parallel to it. So, presumably it's going to lead us to the waterfall. And we're in a nice forest here now. You think this is the big one that we've been looking for?
This is the big one, I think.
You think so?
But I think there's several, but this is a big one for sure.
It sounds big. This is the top of it right here, right?
Yeah.
You can get to it?
You can get to the top, and then I think we gotta come through here and walk around to see from the bottom.
Oh, it seems we're at the waterfall. It should be pretty high. This looks kind of like a small one here. Ah, I see the way it goes. Yeah. So we've got this here, and then I guess the waterfall goes over there, and over there past that nice tire. So it splits into two, like this. Yeah, and it's a high one. It's like maybe 20 meters, and it seems that we're pretty high up. So we're gonna, I'm not sure if this is the end of our hike. I guess we're gonna try to find a way to get down to the bottom, and then we have to walk maybe 2 hours back. Not all the way back to the car, but from whence we came, there's no way to get back except to walk all the way back, which would take maybe 4 hours. So we'll see if we can find somewhere to take a taxi. I'm not sure, but we're in the middle of nowhere. So let's give one last look at this top of the waterfall. Oh, here's the big one up here that it's split into two up at the top. Now we're at the bottom of it. Wow. There's a third one over there. Yeah, I know. That's pretty cool. It's taken us 4.5 hours to get here, and we gotta go back. This is cool though. Turns out that wasn't the main waterfall we're looking for. There's still, I don't know if we know it's going to be a bigger one or a better one, but there is another significant waterfall. That one was pretty cool. What did you say to me, Eric?
Did you hear this? Like
the bird?
electric saw or a drone or whatever?
Over here to the left. Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, it sounds like a chainsaw. So, but this is a nice walk too, walking through this forest alongside the river. And I guess if you follow the river, you're either going to come to waterfalls eventually or some kind of pool. So that's what we're doing now. No rattlesnakes today. Oops.
Right on the other side.
We gotta cross the river? Let's go down to the river. We call it a river. It's a stream. I think Eric's getting a little nutty. He's taken off his shoes and socks and crossed to the other side of this river slash creek slash brook slash stream. I don't know if I'm supposed to follow or if I want to follow. That water's freezing cold. We walked across from over there. I've removed my boots. I'm going to the other side. There's something cool up there. I don't know if the camera can pick it up. There's like a shrine to something. So I'm going to go in this Arctic freezing water. Oh, I don't even know where to make the first step. Did you just kind of jump down? Ah, don't know if I should do this. Let me take a look. Alright. Alright, I think I see where I want to put my first step. I just feel like I'm going to shriek like a little girl because the water is so cold. Oh, that was very close. Oh, this water is freezing my feet. Oh, I gotta get out. Oh, this is the coldest thing that I've ever felt in my life. I can't get out fast enough, but I can't walk slow enough. Alright, this is the shoe changing rock. Oh, this sucks. That sucked. Oh man, I gotta get my right foot out. Oh, man, my feet are like ice. Oh, and then we gotta come back. So we crossed that ice cold water, death-defying, for this. A shrine to this woman. I'm not sure who she is. Not sure if that was worth it. I guess that's kind of cool. We can go up there. There's some steps there. Here's the part that I crossed right here. And this is some kind of developed area. We took the long way to get here. But here it is. There's water coming out from below that cross. We think that this is the top of the big waterfall that we've been looking for about 5.5 hours. We think. Better go see if we can get to the bottom. This is runoff from the big one that we're still trying to get to the bottom of, which shouldn't be more than a couple more minutes, I don't think. Alright, I think this is the, we're coming up to the bottom of that, the big waterfall. This is the one we've been looking for like 6 hours. Holy shit. My God. Man, oh man. I can't even guess how high that is. I guess, I don't know, what is it, 50 meters? There's a lot of splash. I don't really want to get wet because it's a little bit cool and cloudy. I'm never going to dry if I get wet. But let me see how close I can get. See if I can get in this for scale. I don't know where it is. Really cold, the water and the air. Amazing. There's another one. This is not quite as good as the one we just saw. Not quite as high. Oh, I don't know, pretty close. I think the other one was more impressive. If you had seen this one first, maybe that would be better. This is it's a big one too. Pretty cold, getting a lot of splash and a lot of wind. And it flows down into here. Would have been nice on a nice day, a warm or at least sunny day, but still pretty cool. There's another view of the big one. I forgot to take a video when we were coming down, but now that we're going back up, that's the big one. Alright, we're back at this walking river, stream, creek, brook. I'll say it again and again. Eric has taken off his shoes. He's strapping them on. Putting him around his neck, it appears. There he goes. If he falls, he's going down there, and then he's going 150 feet down that giant waterfall. Safely aside. Here I go again. As David Coverdale says. Made it across safely. The second time was much easier the second time. The first time, you had to, my first step and Eric's first step was down into the water, and that was slippery, stepping onto that rock. And but coming across the other way, you don't really step down. It's the water level is almost even with the land, so you just step, and then at the end you step up. instead of down. So the water was still really cold though. Very unpleasant. And your feet get a tiny bit wet, you just dry them off a little bit. Shoes and socks back on. Perfect. So now we got to walk about 3 hours back to civilization. We found a little abarrotes on a map that's going to be about a 3-hour walk. We've already been at it for 6 hours, and it's going to take about another 3 to walk back, where hopefully we can get a taxi to the car. If we walk back to the car from here, it would probably be 4, maybe 5. So we're going to take our chances to go to this abarrotes, tiendita, and hopefully find a taxi to take us back to Ocuilan, where the car is parked. And just like that, we're back at the car. We took a taxi. Unbelievable. Eric and I were just saying this was crazy. We walked all that way, finally got back to civilization. Literally the very first car we saw was a taxi. And we said to each other we'd be happy if it were 200 pesos, which is really expensive in Mexico. And we asked the guy, and he said 35 pesos. So we got a good deal. So that was a long one. How many kilometers was this total? How many kilometers was this? About 18, Eric says. 18 kilometers total. We made some detours, extended some things. So that was pretty cool. That was a good one. It was kind of 2 hikes in one. We had the first part that was very cavernous, mountainous. What other S? A lot of gorgeous. And then we went into farmland, which led us into that forest and the waterfalls. And then back to civilization, I guess. So we're in Ocuilan de Arteaga, and I do believe that is all. Going back to Cuernavaca now. That was, how long was that? That was about 7 hours and 12 minutes, it seems like it was. Long day, 19 kilometers over 7 hours. Yeah. I had one more thing to add. I thought I was finished, but one more thing. There was a really powerful earthquake last night, 7.4 on the Richter scale. My house was shaking like crazy. It was quite scary. It was very loud. Everybody around me, in my neighborhood, ran outside, evacuated their buildings. Lasted for about a minute. And if you've never been in an earthquake, maybe a minute doesn't seem that long, but a minute is a really long time to feel a whole building shaking. So last night's earthquake, 7.4. Here's a church in Ocuilan de Arteaga, or I think this part of the town might be San Sebastian, Ocuilan, I'm not sure. There's the earthquake damage that it suffered. In the 2017 earthquake, this taxi driver that dropped us off, we drove past this church, and he said this is still from the September 19th, 2017 earthquake. Look at that. The whole facade 4 years ago, almost to the day, was ripped off, and a lot of it is there, and you can see this the front part of it here obviously is completely cracked. And you maybe can't see because of the angle that I'm standing at, but it's really leaning to the left. That's why they have it propped up like this. So apparently they built this new church beside, which doesn't look that new, but look at that. From 2017. I don't have a lot of hope that this church is going to be restored. But there you go.